Hey there, Ron Sullivan, your online hitting consultant. I want to talk today about an easy drill for young players that are learning how the fundamentals of the swing work. And first and foremost, we have to build a swing into our players where they're not setting the machine up incorrectly. So in other words, there's a big move online, and in fact, I've talked about this before with some of my students come in for evaluations that style doesn't matter, right? And how a player stands at the plate doesn't make a difference as long as when they get to their weight shift that they're all hitting those universal positions that you see over and over again with guys at the highest level. You'll see it here with Correa, right? He's going to be in a position where he can attack the ball front shoulder on the pitch, so forth. You'll see it with every single one of these guys, and they're basically going to be in very similar positions to attack the ball. Okay, our youth players don't hit this position, right? And so that's why I'm making this video today, is that most youth players, and the argument I might try to make today is that most youth players are not in a position to hit their launch because we've made such a big deal out of style doesn't matter, that typically they're hands and arms are out of position when they're dropping into their weight shift, right? And so they're not able to maintain a position where they can attack the ball. Okay, so here's the drill, very simple, right? This is a rolled up towel. I have duct tape on it just to keep it from being real floppy. It keeps the roll nice and tight. I have the duct tape in my teeth, and I have the towel in between my upper bicep area and my left pectoral muscle. Okay, so I'm not doing this by I'm not pulling my elbow into my body. It's just right there in that spot. And what that does is it allows players to feel, and this is, I think, where most players go wrong, is they don't have their hands usually far enough back. So if you have an elbow dragger or let's see, an arm bar or something like that, chances are that at some point in their weight shift, their brain says you don't have your hands far enough back, and so they begin to push things back, which gets the sequence all out of control. Okay, so this gives players a good feeling on what it means to just get everything back and be nice and quiet into the weight shift, right? And so as I land here, again, I'm not trying to pull that towel into me. I'm not trying to squeeze it. It's just wedged in there. And it gives the player a really nice feeling of connection as we're making the turn here. If you've ever wondered why your players can't make a short move to the ball or to the inside, it probably has something to do with the relationship of their front arm. Their front arm usually is resisting. They're maybe not able to turn as well as they could or should, right? And so this will give them a great way of feeling what it feels like to have everything back into the ground, all the way into heel plant. And then you'll notice as I start to swing here, I let go of it's out of my teeth, right, as I begin the swing. And so again, I don't know that this drill is going to teach your player to work short to the ball. I don't know that you're going to be able to get that result. What I do know is it gives you a foundation of getting your player into the right position to attack, and so you can start building on those fundamentals. So in other words, if your player has a hard time getting through the ball with good extension, right? You don't just start doing extension drills if the player's machine is all out of place, right? And the engine's not in a spot to run efficiently, right? You make sure that you've got the machine set up first and foremost so that you can attack and get through the ball. This right here is the single most, I think, important thing that you can do for your young player is make sure that they're not out of position as they're going into their weight shift, that they're not trying to reach back for something extra when they get here, that they maintain a so-called connectivity, right, that allows them to stay on the pitch, and have our hands back all the way into the ground so that we can work, fundamentally speaking, short to the inside and long through it. And I think that a drill like this will really work wonders if you're having trouble with your players arm barring or elbow dragging. This will teach them a better feeling for connection, I think. So let me know how this drill works for you. If it's not working for you, I'd like to know that too. And maybe some video of your youngster hitting and doing the drill. Maybe I can help out there. All right. Thanks, guys.